Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network, here tonight with the Finish Line Racing League presented by Bab's Body Shop from Dover International Speedway. Tonight these guys are going to be going around here for 100 laps here. Going to be fighting some loose and tight conditions. Let's bring up your pre-race info here presented by Bab's Body Shop, as practice has about 30 seconds remaining. This track here in Dover, Delaware is a little over a mile long. The weather is 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 40% humidity, partly cloudy with 6-mile-an-hour winds. We're going to be going around here for 100 laps, and like I said a while ago, loose is fast, but how loose is too much? And by that, we mean loose is definitely fast because the car likes to rotate in the center. But at some point, you overstep that line and the car becomes undrivable. Any throttle input. Now, the ambient temperature, like I said, is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. The track temp is 77. And that's going to cause for a lot of grip in these cars, really fast lap times, especially early on in the run before the tires wear out. And as qualifying is starting now, go take you to that. Right now we got a few cars on the track. Here's the 85 of Christian Hill. Takes his green flag lap. And right there, he got a little loose on exit 2. Coming out of turn 4. First lap up on the board. Put him P3. Jason Babb right now on the pole with a 22.55. Zach Wheeler in second in that 20 machine with a 22.65. Go look at Josh Oxendine as he comes out onto the track off of pit road. Oxendine taking his first lap. Anthony Props to the pole with a 22.33. Sitting that 98 machine on the front row right now. Tyler Green with a 22.55.7. Josh Oxendine to P4 with a 22.56. Trevor Robertson in that 6 machine right there up to P2 with a 22.48. Here's Matt Johnson in the 17 car. Looks like he's going to round out the field here at 9th so far. Jack Dixon in that 48 machine. Looks like he's on his green flag lap. First lap for Dixon was P10 with a 26.39. Looks like he's done after that one. Mason Campbell across the line at 22.67. That's going to put him P8. Looks like he's done. Jonathan Cogswell in that 75 machine right now sitting P4 with a 22.42. We have 5 drivers left to qualify. Roger Pierce out on the track, that 29 machine. Really fast. Taking his green flag lap. Out of turn 4, looks fast. Going to put Roger Pierce in the 29 in 5th place with a 22.45. Right now, 12 cars have qualified. 4 have yet to go out. Qualifying over now. Like Anthony Probst is your pole winner. While they go to grid, let's take you through the official starting order here. Presented by Babs Body Shop. On the pole, you have Anthony Probst in that 98 machine. In 2nd, Tyler Green. 3rd, Josh Oxendine. 4th, Jonathan Cogswell. 5th is Roger Pierce. And 6th, Trevor Robertson. Jason Babb in 7th, with 8th being Zach Wheeler. 9th is Mason Campbell. 10th, Christian Hill. 11th, Matt Johnson. And 12th, Jack Dixon. 13th, we got Scott Stotler in the 8. 14th, Justin Hutchinson. 15th, Blake Sperling. Rounding out the field, 16th, Stephen Payne in that 41 machine. That's your official starting lineup here for Dover International Speedway in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by Babs Body Shop. See, the lights are on the pace car. Gonna make, looks like one more lap after this, and then we'll be going green. For those of you watching tonight that watch pretty regularly, if you notice that I don't sound as enthusiastic as I normally do, it's feeling a little under the weather tonight. But we're still here to show you a fantastic race here. Lots of side-by-side racing, and these guys are definitely out there to put on a great show for y'all, so appreciate y'all for tuning in here. Pace car makes that hard left turn to come down pit road. Flagman, green flag in hand. Green flag is out here in Dover, and we are racing here in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by Babs Body Shop. Tyler Green with a great start right there, able to clear Anthony Probst by quite a bit. A lot of shuffling going on back here. The 29 of Roger Pierce, he's down 2 spots from the start of this race. Right behind Zach Wheeler, who's up 2 spots from the start. We see the majority of the field already single file. Just kind of jockeying for position a little bit. Tyler Green already out to a 6/10 of a second lead, almost 7/10 over the 98 of Anthony Probst. Tyler Green out there on a mission right now as we've completed 4 laps. Caution is out. I believe the 81 of Mason Campbell has crashed. See if we can go back and find out what happened. There you see the 81. Oh! Had a car, this looks like the 17 of Matt Johnson. Get a little bit better view of it here. Oh, the 17 just got loose, and while trying to collect it, collects the 81 of Mason Campbell. Tough break for that 81 machine. That's definitely a fast repair right there. Matt Johnson with quite a bit of damage on that car. Right now, Tyler Green is still your leader. As the lights are out on the pace car, we're going green this time by. Pace car pulls off. Green flag is out. Tyler Green with a great start. Don't look now. Trevor Robertson in that 6 machine with a great restart also. Trevor Robertson falling back quite a bit right there in turns 1 and 2 after having a fantastic restart. Anthony Probst looks like he may be trying to give Tyler Green another run right here. Tyler Green is stepping it out once again though. See Anthony Probst to the inside of Tyler Green right there, trying to make a move. That's allowed Trevor Robertson and Josh Oxendine to catch these two. Oh, Tyler Green with a huge slide right there. Trevor Robertson to the high side trying to make that pass. That high lane not in just quite yet. Trevor Robertson is able to clear Tyler Green in that 23 and has now stepped out to a 0.4 of a second lead over Anthony Props. Tyler Green falling back to the third spot, now in danger of losing the third spot to Roger Pierce. Roger Pierce backs out of it. Tyler Green's going to settle down there in the third spot. You see these cars bobbling as they go through the corner. Go right along with the 23 of Tyler Green. You see that car get really loose right there. Trevor Robertson stepped out to half a second lead here. Looking really fast, especially once he got in that clean air. Rest of the field is single file right now. We go check on the 48 of Jack Dixon right now. Currently running 12th. Doesn't look like he has the pace in that 48 machine. And that 20 car right here of Zach Wheeler's, he's trying to make a move to the inside of seventh place Jonathan Cogswell. Wheeler's one of those guys that you may not see him for the first half of the race, but the last half, you better watch out. He's known for getting up there and getting real aggressive late in the race. Matt Johnson back on pit road. Looks like he's gonna tow it back to his pit box. Stephen Payne in the 41, currently running 14th. And Justin Hutchinson currently running in the 10th spot, putting down some decent laps here, just trying to run consistent times, save some tires for the end. Now here's the interesting point. I believe this race is a one-stop race. It's going to be close to it anyway. I believe these guys can go 45 to 50 laps on a tank of fuel. And if this goes green, it's going to be interesting to see if someone tries to save a little bit of fuel and not have to make a second stop. As we go back up here, Anthony Probst has reassumed the lead from Trevor Robertson. Trevor Robertson has fallen back almost a full second. Looks like Robertson's gotten a piece of the wall with the right front of that car. And right now as they run, let's take you through a rundown of the field as they are. Your leader is Anthony Probst in that 98 machine, looking mighty fast tonight. Already out to a little over a second lead. In second, you got Trevor Robertson in that 6. A little bit of damage on the right side of that car after looking bad fast and leading a few laps. That car looks super tight right now. In third, you got Tyler Green in the 23. Looks like his car is rotating a little bit better from the middle out than the 6 of Robertson. A little loose on corner exit. In fourth, we have the 29 of Roger Pierce. Running solidly there in the top 5. In fifth, we have our series sponsor, Jason Babb with Babb's Body Shop, who is gracious enough to put up some money to help promote the league and give some payouts to some drivers at the end of this season. In sixth, got Josh Oxendine in that 63 machine right there. Mr. Consistency, always right up there along the top 5. Kind of sneaking in there, especially later in the races. He gets a piece of the apron right there and gets a little loose. In seventh, we got a league newcomer, Jonathan Cogswell in the 75. Had a good outing last week. Looking to capitalize and put another top 10 up on the board this week. In eighth, we got Scott Stotler in the 8 machine. Solidly up there in the top 10. In ninth, we got Blake Sperling in that throwback 1 Pennzoil machine right there. Running in the 9th spot. Rounding out your top 10 is Justin Hutchinson in the 28. One of your league owners here. Looks like that car's quite a bit tight as you've seen the front wheels turned quite a bit on corner entry. If you see right there, that the front wheels are turned pretty sharply to try to get that car to rotate. And 11th, we got Jack Dixon in the 48 machine. One of 2 Canadians in this league. And he wears that hat proudly. In 12th, we got the 20 of Zach Wheeler. Riding back there in 12th. Looks like that car is extremely tight as you see the wheel input right there through the corner. In 13th, we got the 41 of Stephen Payne. One of our Babb's Body Shop Wreck of the Race winners a couple weeks ago. In 14th, you got Christian Hill in the 85. 15th is Mason Campbell in the 81. And rounding out your field in 16th is the 17 of Matt Johnson. And those guys are out of the race currently. Tyler Green just getting lapped, look like. Sorry, no. We're looking at Trevor Robertson right there and Tyler Green running him down. Anthony Probst has set out to a 3.5 second lead. Oh, as we have the beginning of green flag stops. The 20 of Zach Wheeler on pit road. Looks like he's going to make a 2-stop race out of this. If anybody else comes in this time by. We got a taker. The Stephen Payne in the 41 machine comes down pit road. Zach Wheeler with a long pit stop. Must have had a little bit of damage to fix on that 20 machine. Stephen Payne is still on pit road. Must be getting a lot of damage worked on that 41 machine there. '48 of Jack Dixon hits pit road. Along with Christian Hill. Tyler Green really putting the pressure on the 6 with Trevor Robertson. Oh, Zach Wheeler back in the pits. After it looks like he got hard into the wall. And it looks like he is going to tow back to his pit stall after sliding through it. Looks like he is out of the car. Your leader, Anthony Probst, is in. Going to give up the lead there to Trevor Robertson in the 6. Josh Oxendine is in with Anthony Probst. Justin Hutchinson comes in for his scheduled stop. Trevor Robertson on pit road. That car looks like it has a little bit more damage now. Maybe he got another piece of the wall. That's going to cycle Tyler Green to the lead with Roger Pierce close by. For those of you tuning in tonight, we greatly appreciate you tuning in here to the Full Send Broadcast Network. Showing tonight the Finish Line Racing League as we see Tyler Green coming to pit road at lap 45 as he has to woe it up big time. Possible speeding penalty. We'll have to find out. Roger Pierce is in. Blake Sperling comes off of pit road. Scott Stotler staying out right now. Stotler trying to stretch it out to a one-stop race, looks like. Along with Jonathan Cogswell in the 75. Roger Pierce and Tyler Green look like they both have speeding penalties. As Roger Pierce is able to grab a gear and get out, Tyler Green still stuck on pit road as Jonathan Cogswell gives up the second spot to come in. Tough break for that 23 machine of Tyler Green, as he did have a pit stop penalty. There's Cogswell coming down. Scott Stotler still out on the track. Looks like he is trying to make this a one-stop race. Right now, he's the only car on the lead lap. Here he comes. Scott Stotler gives up the lead. Come down pit road. Oh, did he even make the commitment cone? Looks like he did. Almost hit the tire barrier or the barricade there in the middle. Holy cow. Let's go back and look at that. Locking it up. Oh, yeah, super close right there. It's going to cycle Anthony Props back as the leader. And it's going to look like after that cycle of green flag stops, there's going to be 7 cars on the lead lap. Make that 6 as Props comes around and is going to lap Stotler. Right there you see Stotler on the apron. Out of all these cars, I believe if Stotler is able to hold his ground and stay kind of on a good relative speed, he may be in the catbird seat if we go green the rest of the way. But with Anthony Props having the lead he'll be able to save quite a bit of fuel if he wants to make it to the end, as we're over halfway now. Let's take a look at the last lap that everyone pitted. Props pitted on lap 41. And if you look, Scott Stotler down there in 8th, his last pit stop was on lap 50. Closest to him would be Jonathan Cogswell on lap 47. That's going to make it really close. Look at lap pit times. See who had the fastest pit of the green flag stops. And it looks like Scott Stotler had the fastest pit stop with a 14.4 second stop. That's pretty fast for 4 tires and fuel at this place. If we look at pit lane time, Justin Hutchinson with a 30.8. That's pretty fast considering the rest of them. But Scott Stotler, looks like he was the most aggressive getting on and off pit road. If you take Justin Hutchinson's pit lane time out of the question, that was a blistering fast pit stop and pit lane time. As it looks like Props has been slowing it down the past few laps, which has allowed Trevor Robertson to catch up a little bit, as you see there on the lap time history at the bottom of the screen. Props looks like he's stepped it back up. The last time by, he was 0.4 faster than Trevor As Mason Campbell's back on pit road. Right now, Anthony Props is still your leader, dominating tonight's race after getting out front. Trevor Robertson running back there in second. Josh Oxendine sneaking his way up there to third. Jason Babb currently running fourth. Jack Dixon rounding out your top 5 in that 48 machine. And the last car on the lead lap is the one of Blake Sperling. Like I said a while ago, the person who's sitting in the catbird seat, who's currently the lucky dog, first car one lap down, is that 8 machine right there of Scott Stotler, who is turning this race into a one-stop race. I'm really anxious to see if that pans out for that 18 and see how that works out for him. The only other person that I think can make this on one stop is that 75 right there of Jonathan Cogswell. If he's able to save a little bit of fuel, he may be able to make it. We'll do a little bit of crank it up for a few laps. Oh, as the caution has come out now. Let's see if we can find out what had happened. Looks like Jack Dixon was involved in this. This is going to take Scott Stotler's pit strategy and throw it out the window, because now if everyone pits, everyone will be able to make it all the way. Let's go back and see what happened here. See the 48 right there below Christian Hill, and the one car of Blake Sperling just barely touches him and causes a pretty big pile up between the two of them, the one and the 48. Let's go back here and look at Christian Hill's back bumper. We'll go back one more time and look at that. A little bit here. You see the contact right there, and both cars spinning to the inside wall. And that happened right in front of your leader, Anthony Probst. Let's go back and ride along with Anthony Probst and see his vantage point on that. Looks like we came in right after it happened right there. See the one car dive down low, and they made a little bit of contact, which caused that 48 to get loose and bounce off the 85. Major implications for pit strategy here. as we're going to go back live here to pit stops going on. Anthony Prop's going to stay out, along with Scott Stotler, Trevor Robertson, and Josh Oxendine, and Jason Babb are all going to stay out. Interesting choice there. After having almost 30 laps on their tires, or 25 laps, that these drivers are going to choose to stay out. Very interesting strategy. Lights go out on the pace car. Looks like Anthony Props is going to pick the high line for the restart. Notice that has been the trend here. The leader likes to choose that high line for the restarts. Seems like they get a little bit better run down into the corner possibly. I know in previous races the inside line normally spins the tires on older tires on the inside line. We'll be looking to see if that's going to be a trend that continues here, since we do have the top 5, I believe it is. Yeah, the top 5 did not come into pit. So that's going to be interesting to see. The green flag's back out. Anthony Props with a huge restart right there. As the 48 of Jack Dixon sliding back really fast. Majority of the field already single file. Coming around to complete lap 72, working on 73 now. Trevor Robertson, a little bit of a surge right there, has a run down the backstretch. Trying to make something happen. You know he's thinking if he can put Props in some dirty air, it's going to give him benefit as he's to the... Oh, contact! More contact! Both the leaders involved. Oh my God. Oh, huge. Oh, the field is wadding up on the backstretch. Holy cow. How many were involved in that? Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars involved in that. Trevor Robertson in that 6 really tore up. Anthony Props tore up as well. Racing super hard for that lead right there, causing a little bit of contact. Josh Oxendine able to get through that without a scratch, and he is now scored as your leader. And Jason Babb up to 2nd now. Tough break for a lot of cars here. Tyler Green was involved in that. Mason Campbell was involved in that. Roger Pierce got a piece of it, but it looks like it might have been a little bit of net coat for him. It doesn't look like he has any damage out of that. 48 of Jack Dixon got a piece of it. One of Blake Sperling looks pretty good out there. Don't think he got a piece of it. I know Jonathan Cogswell had some, but that car looks really clean. Like I don't know if he went in and took a fast repair after that or not. Trevor Robertson, tough break for that crew. Justin Hutchinson got a little bit on his fender. Let's go back and look at that. As you see right there, Oxendine able to thread the needle. Go back and look at it from his point of view. Right along on the visor cam. Gonna ride in it in slow motion here. See Trevor Robertson already down there, and it looked like Anthony Props kind of came down, caused slight contact. And then after that, they were like magnets. They couldn't get off each other until that moment right there, and his seas parted for Oxendine. And the field from there just clogged up. Huge wreck. See them right there. And oh my gosh, Tyler Green just had nowhere to go. Looked like he was loose off the corner and just doored full speed. Roger Pierce, yeah, it looks like he net coated through it. So no harm to him, but he had to lock it down and was sliding into it regardless. Track was just blocked. Nothing anybody could do. You see Justin Hutchinson fresh off the pit road. Looks like he took a fast repair. There's your leader right there after we've concluded 77 laps now in this race out of 100. Oxendine is your leader with 5 cars on the lead lap. Trevor Robertson all the way back to 11th. 3 laps down now, out of the race. I think he already used his fast repair, and that has come back to bite him. Don't look now, Anthony Probst, after using a fast repair right there after that incident, sitting back there in the second row in third. Look for him to be aggressive, but he's got to get through Jason Babb and Josh Oxendine. They're stacked up, ready to go again. Oxendine choosing the high line. Green flag is out. Oxendine with a huge start. Really getting a good jump on the field. Jason Babbitt like he was asleep right there. They come down the backstretch at full song. Jason Babb to the high side. Here comes Anthony Probst with some fresh tires. Don't look now, there's Scott Stotler in the third spot in that 8 machine. Scott Stotler to the inside of Anthony Probst, going to take the second spot away. Probst going to cross him back over. Side by side across the line here. We've completed 80 laps tonight. Stotler not giving up at all. Stotler to the outside quarter panel of the leader, Oxendine. Stotler looking super fast right now. Stotler taking the lead on the high side. Gonna barely clear Oxendine. Your new leader's the 8 of Scott Stotler. Oh, as we have a car on the apron, look like the 23 of Tyler Green. Looks like an iRacing glitch. His left front tire's locked up on that machine. Scott Stotler getting the lead and not looking back. Starting to gap Probst a little bit. And an update on that incident with the 6 and the 98. Trevor Robertson did have a fast repair, but had to tow. And just decided that that was his night. It was over at that point. He said he's going to make a comeback at next week's race. He'll be looking for that 6 machine to be coming back strong next week. We get back here to what's going on in front of us. Anthony Probst trying to run down the 8 of Scott Stotler. Probst almost there as we're approaching 15 laps to go to here tonight. Probst with a huge run in the middle of 3 and 4. Probst is going to get there to the inside, to the door. Side by side as they come out of turn 2. Stotler with a run off the high lane. Probst going to try the high side now. Scott Stotler out of nowhere up 12 positions from the start of this race. He is now your leader as you see Tyler Green there pulling out of the way, letting the leaders go by. Oh, Anthony Probst might have tried laying the bumper to the 8. Didn't quite get there. We've completed 87 laps here tonight. Probst to the inside, huge run, gonna dive it down in there deep. Stotler trying to get that run off the high line. Here comes Oxendine to the inside of Stotler now. As Stotler used up all his tires. Oh, as they make contact. No harm, no foul. Anthony Probst already out to almost a 7/10 lead over Oxendine. Oxendine fighting for that runner-up spot right now. Oxendine gonna clear Stotler going into 3. Setting his sights on trying to run down the leader, Anthony Probst, as we are 9 laps to go here tonight. Or 10 laps, sorry, 10 laps to go. Looks like Scott Stotler's tires are gone. Tell you one thing Anthony Probst does not want to see right now, and that would be a yellow flag. Probst has set out to a 1.5 second lead after reassuming the lead. Tyler Green with some major mechanical failures right now, dragging that left front tire around the track. We're approaching 6 laps to go in this race. Or 7 laps, sorry. Right now, 5 cars are on the lead lap. Oxendine trying his best to run down the leader. Doesn't look like he has enough in the tank to be able to catch him. Roberts comes across the line. 6 laps to go for his second win of the year, I believe it is. Five laps to go here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League presented by Babs Body Shop. Anthony Probst working his way through turns 3 and 4. Coming to 3 laps to go. After being involved in a late race incident there with Trevor Robertson, having to use a fast repair. Oh, as we do have a caution out on the track. Caution has come out. We're going to be going to overtime, folks. The one thing Anthony Probst did not want to see has happened. Holy cow. Let's go see what happened. Jack Dixon was the car involved here. Looks like he got loose and hit the wall. And it looks like he was just stopping to call it a night. And that was long enough to bring out the caution. Oh my gosh. Go see what happened to Justin Hutchinson here. Oh my gosh. Blake Sperling was stuck in the wall, it looked like. That was after the pace car had already picked up the field, looks like. Looks like it made a little bit of contact with the 85 of Christian Hill. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Huge hit for Justin Hutchinson. But right now we are trying to decide, given that there's no more wrecks, who the Babs Body Shop Wreck of the Race award goes to tonight. And as it stands right now, I would have to say it would probably go to Anthony Probst at the moment for coming down onto Trevor Robertson and causing that incident that clogged up the whole back straightaway that involved 7 cars. But that's as of right now. Something big could happen here on this restart. We don't know yet. Oxendine sitting there on the front row for this restart. Going to be looking for his first win of the season in that 63 machine. Normally a guy that's a major threat on super speedways, but looking mighty strong here tonight at this 1 mile high banked oval at Dover. It's going to be interesting for the next couple laps. As the lights are out on the pace car makes that hard left turn. Props with a huge start. Oh my gosh. No caution yet. It looked like some cars might have been struggling there with fuel. As the caution comes out, we're going to try this one more time. We're going to have to go back and see what happened there. Go right along with Josh Oxendine and see what happened. Oh my gosh. It actually sounded like Oxendine might have been in too high of a gear. That's the way it seems, and then the car just snapped loose. Let's go back and look at that one more time. Oxendine and Babb both spun the tires, collected Christian Hill and Roger Pearson that. I think we have a new contender for the Babb's Body Shop Wreck of the Race, and that's going to be the 63 of Oxendine for spinning the tires on a restart and collecting 3 other cars with him. Anthony Probst is your current leader right now. Scott Stotler back up to the 2nd spot. Jonathan Cogswell in that 75 sitting 3rd as we're going to go into overtime for the 2nd, or another green white checkered for the 2nd time tonight. Oxendine still sitting 4th with Jason Babb in 5th. And those are your lead lap cars. Josh Oxendine out of fast repairs, I believe. Looks like he's going to have to finish the race with that damage, along with the 94 of Jason Babb. Jason Babb's car right there, the 94 machine, actually looks like it didn't get that much damage, as they're gonna double them up here, I imagine, in this coming lap. They're working their way down the back stretch. Roger Pierce getting that machine worked on. He comes off the pit road. Now this is going to be an interesting restart here. Scott Stotler looking hungry. You can see him spinning the tires there on that low line, trying to get them back tires warmed up for this restart. That's the danger of starting on that inside line. Yeah, you're more likely to spin the tires when you start to gas on it. We're going to double them up here. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going green this time by. Setting up to be a fantastic finish here. '98 of Anthony Probst. Looks like he has a little bit of damage to the right front of that car. Yeah, the right side of that car is damaged. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited to see this. Scott Stotler hungry for his first win here in the Finish Line Racing League. Pace car makes that hard left turn. Green flag is out. Scott Stotler with a great start. Oxendine all over the back bumper with that damage of the 98. Stotler, great start. Props is going to have the run on the high side there. Stotler not giving up, working their way through turns 3 and 4 right now. Stotler's very hungry. Coming to the white flag. White flag is out. 1 lap to go here tonight at Dover. Stotler, a little bit of a bobble there out of turn 2. Gonna try to send it in here in turn 3. Not gonna have enough. Anthony Probst able to hold him off for 2 consecutive green-white checkers, and he is your winner tonight in that 98 machine. With Scott Stotler bringing it home second, and Jonathan Cogswell third, Jason Babb fourth, and Oxendine rounding out your top 5. A hard-fought win by that 98 crew right there. Having to fight off 2 late race restarts there in overtime. Watch him burn it down here for a second. Like he's going to try to nose it up to the wall here. Unbelievable performance there by Anthony Probst. Burning it down the front stretch there as he's going to nose it hard into the wall trying to celebrate. All right, so let's walk you through your official finishing order here tonight, presented by Babb's Body Shop. Your race winner, the 98 of Anthony Probst, putting on a dominating performance here tonight, able to hold off 2 late charges on green-white checkers. In second, Scott Stotler in the 8 car, trying to give it his all, came up just short. In third, Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth, Jason Babb. Fifth, Josh Oxendine. Roger Pierce bringing it in 6th. 7th was Blake Sperling. 8th, Tyler Green. 9th, Justin Hutchinson. And 10th, Christian Hill. 11th was Jack Dixon. 12th, Mason Campbell. 13th, Trevor Robertson and Zach Wheeler in 14th. 15th, Stephen Payne. And 16th, rounding out your field, is Matt Johnson. That's your official finishing order here tonight from Dover in the Finish Line Racing League, presented by Babb's Body Shop. Now, let's start getting some of our guys in here for an interview. Let's pull your 3rd place finisher in tonight, Mr. Jonathan Cogswell. Hey there, Jonathan Cogswell. You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I am doing just fine. How about yourself, man? Walk us through how that race went for you.
I was doing great. I kind of mistake going into the pit, so I blew past it, and I had to go on around, and I had to take the inside, so I was not to hurt no one else's race. And then I got lucky. I got the lucky dog there at the end.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, bringing it home 3rd. A lot of late race drama there with two green white checkered restarts right there. Were those pretty intense for you watching how that was playing out right in front of you?
I kinda escaped all that, so it really didn't affect me other than I got to pass 10 cars at one time.
Well, once again, man, congrats on the third place finish. Let's see where we're going next week here.
Yeah, that first and second was right in front of me, but, all the top 6 put in their fastest lap. They was all hungry for it.
Oh yeah, they were definitely pushing hard. How do you feel about going to Pocono next week?
I like Pocono, I'm ready. I can do some Pocono.
Liking the old tricky triangle there. You have any sponsor plugs or shout outs you want to get out there?
I just wanna thank you for broadcasting, and it's nice to be with you 3 times a week. You're a familiar broadcaster to me, and I like how you cover the races, and you talk about the drivers, and you pay attention, and we appreciate it.
Much appreciated. And once again, congrats on the third place finish. And we'll see you next week at Pocono Raceway.
I'll see you sooner than that.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
See you later.
All right, you have a good night. And that was your third place finisher, Jonathan Cogswell, in that 75 machine. Looking strong there towards the end of the race, being able to pull it out and get a third place finish. Let's get your runner up in here. Scott Stotler in that 8 machine, who was hungry for that race win tonight. Hey there, Scott Stotler, you got a copy? Scott Stotler, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, congrats on the runner-up. I know you were hungry for that race win there. Definitely giving it your all and coming up just short. Walk us through how that race went for you.
Yeah, so early on, I just kind of tried to save my stuff, and I realized that however I was running, I was really saving some fuel, and I was able to stretch it to lap 50 or 51, and it seemed like since I was on fresh tires, I'm running around half throttle, still running consistent lap times, having fresher tires, and of course the caution started coming, and then everything kind of snowballed from there. But I just went too early on that last restart and burn up, or not the last restart, but a couple before that, and burn up my stuff. Just didn't save it long enough.
Yeah, I was calling it during that green flag run where you made it to lap 50 before you pitted. I was telling the people watching us on the broadcast that you were definitely in the catbird seat trying to make it a one-stop race while everyone else was going to have to make a second stop. Crying shame that didn't play out for you, but you still had another shot there at the end trying to race your way to the lead.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of happy with the way it turned out, to be honest. Instead of running on fuel mileage, me and Anthony had some great racing, and I haven't been super relevant on some of these mile and a halves and stuff. I don't know. I need a racetrack that I can use the throttle and stuff to get the car to turn, and I was kind of proud to be relevant tonight for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Looking fast in that 8 car, and how do you are you looking forward to going to Pocono Raceway next week?
I am. I've always loved the tunnel turn there. I've went to run some practice laps this week, but in previous runs there, I've usually ran pretty good. So I'm actually looking forward to Pocono, and then I believe it's South Boston. I definitely can't wait for that one.
All right. Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there?
No, I do have somebody watching me tonight, and hopefully that made that person proud. No, anyway. No, I just want to thank everybody that puts part in the league, and it's fun group of guys to race with for sure.
All right. Well, once again, congrats on the runner-up finish, and maybe we'll get to talk to you next week after we leave Pocono.
Yeah, man. Let's hope. Talk to you then.
Thank you. You too. And that was your runner-up finisher, Scott Stotler, in that 8 machine. Very hungry for that first race win of the season, but coming up just short there on the last lap to Anthony Probst. Now, before we get to our race winner here, we're going to go back and look at the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race. And that's going to be the 63 of Josh Oxendine, who is your Babs Body Shop wreck of the race winner right here, spinning the tires on this restart and collecting 3 other cars along with Jason Babb. Not getting the traction he needed right there on that restart. So let's get your Babs Body Shop wreck of the race winner up in here and talk to him for a moment. Hey there, Josh Oxendine. You got a copy?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Tough break there on that second to last green-white checkered. Walk us through what happened right there on spinning your tires.
It was 2 to green, and it got made 1 to green, and I didn't know it. I was going to take the last lap and warm my tires up. So when they went, I just floored it because I was not aware we were going green. So I spun the tires, and I caused a pileup.
Tough break, but at least you're getting a little bit of money out of it. You were tonight's Babs Body Shop wreck of the race winner for that incident of spinning the tires on the restart right there.
Well, at least got something out of it. Well, that's cool, I guess.
Right. Well, walk us through how that race went for you all together tonight.
Well, the beginning started pretty good. I kind of let them boys do their own thing, get ahead, and started chasing them down when they got in that big pack and couldn't pass each other, which worked out the way I wanted it to on the long runs. I was real good. So I was just going to run them back down, and I did. I caught it back up with lap 40, and I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and make this a 2-stop race because I knew lap times. If they try to make it a 1-stop, I'd been in good to go if it would stay green. So I went and hopped on pit road, and a bunch of them guys sped, and got multiple laps down, 40-second speeding penalty, and you're running around that truck at 22 seconds. I mean, there's 2 laps going right there,
Absolutely.
But, and then the cautions started. I don't know exactly what happened with Ted and Anthony there coming out of 2, and I looked up and got through that, so that helped me out. We ran pretty good, and just the cautions did me in, And then the damage at the end, too, from that, because I didn't pit. Hell, I caused it. I figured I'd just go ahead and stay out and just finish about 5th. I figured I couldn't hold them off with that damage, and it worked out, Satisfied with it, but I really wish that it would just went 2 laps so I could have warmed my tires up, because I literally had just downshift to warm them up when everybody took off on me. Never knew it switched.
Yeah, we had noticed that, and I had thought you were out of fuel originally with how long it took before you got to the throttle. But now that you say that, that does make sense. Well, you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there tonight?
I just want to thank Bab, appreciate him helping put this show on, If you got a tore up race car like mine, go check him out down there in Georgia. He'll take care of you.
All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping by to talk to us, and it's an unfortunate award to win, but it comes with its perks. So I guess congratulations on the Babs Body Shop wreck of the race.
Yeah, I guess it ain't bad to tear one up and still finish 5th, so that's pretty cool.
Right. Well, you have a good night, and maybe we'll get to talk to you next week after Pocono.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
And that is your Babs Body Shop wreck of the race winner, Josh Oxendine, after spinning the tires there on the restart and still being able to bring it home 5th with a solid top 5 with a torn up race car. All right, so I think we've wasted enough time here. Let's bring in your race winner here tonight. Hey there, Anthony Props, got a copy?
I do. How are you?
Oh, I am fantastic. How about yourself? And once again, congrats on that race win there tonight. That make 3 in a row now?
That is three in a row. Somehow, some way, we have managed to win 3 in a row league races. So,
well, congrats on that. That's definitely an accomplishment. Walk us through how that race went for you and being able to hold off a not 1 but 2 green white checkered restarts in a hard charging 8 car there of Scott Stotler.
Yeah. So the first portion of the race was really calm as typical Dover race. A lot of long runs. got into that last section there. I knew the one restart where me and the six got together. I knew that was probably going to be an aggressive restart. He was really good on the short run, and he was going to be fast. So I was trying to keep them kind of behind me a little bit, so maybe I could drive away after a couple laps, and that didn't work out. The green white checkers were crazy, and then got a bad restart on the one. Kind of got in the wall a little bit, getting going. Then that put Scott to my inside. He was really fast on the short run as well. So I'm really thankful to him for racing us clean there. He could have put us on the wall or done whatever, but he did a good job. We gave each other plenty of room. We were able to race side by side, and luckily we were able to put the Clausen Pickles 98 in victory lane.
Absolutely, yeah, and backing up a little bit to that incident there with you and the six of Trevor Robertson, walk us through that incident from your point of view.
Yeah, man. So the six was really good on the short run. I knew I was going to have to hold him off. I hadn't really had a chance to look at it yet, but I knew he had kind of pulled that same kind of move that I think the Scott pulled this same kind of move later in the race, but I was a little bit more prepared for it. But I was, of course, backing the corners up a little bit more than some of those other guys who were good on the short run, and he got a heck of a run in the inside, and I was just not really ready for him to put it into the inside lane like that. And like I said, I hadn't had a chance to look at it, but don't know if it's probably just a case of two guys going for same piece of real estate. He was driving it really hard on the inside lane and got a great run, and I was starting to line up my exit, so probably just two guys coming together. But that happens. You got guys who are driving real aggressive and hard with that short run speed late in the race. You're going to have that. So luckily we were able to still pull it out and have some fast repairs. So I hope that didn't end his race or anything. But he had a good car all night, so kind of feel bad. But it's racing sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it had looked like on the broadcast. It looked like just a simple incident of fighting for the same real estate and some good hard racing. But now fast forwarding from there to next week, we're going to Pocono. How do you feel about going to the Tricky Triangle?
Oh, so yeah, Pocono is an interesting racetrack. I found that I'm either fast there or I'm really slow. Like there's no real in between for me. I've been fast there a couple times in the truck. I've been fast a couple times in the Cup car, and then in other times I've went back with those same cars, the truck and the Cup car, and I've been real slow. So it's just a matter of can I get enough practice laps and can I find speed or not? But Pocono is usually a fun track to race. You can really, as a driver, make a difference there, even with the high downforce package, with how you drive the car. And I think it's fun because you can actually make some passes and stuff, because the dirty air is not nearly as bad on here as it is in real life in these cars. So I think it'll be a fun, exciting race, and people should tune in for sure.
Absolutely. You have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there?
Oh yeah, for sure. First, gotta thank my mom and dad and my girlfriend Molly for always tuning in, watching, hanging out during the streams. Gotta plug my Full Sail Racing channel over on Twitch. We're Full Sail Racing 98 over there, so come check us out if you want to see the in car and just get some commentary from us. If maybe you can put it on a smaller screen as you're watching the broadcast. And then I'm really glad we could get the Clausen Pickles car to victory lane, and got to thank Mellow Yellow, MDI, Lowe's, all of our good partners at Full Sail Racing channel.
All right. Well, once again, congrats on your race win there. 3 in a row. Think you can make it 4 in a row next week?
We're certainly going to try. As long as we're in the race, we got a chance. So that's what we're going to do.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get to talk to you next week after Pocono, and you have a good rest of the week.
You too, man. Thank you as always. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. And that was your race winner, Anthony Props, in that 98 machine, bringing it home for the 3rd week in a row. Looking strong this season. Let's walk you through that finishing order one more time before we sign off here. Your race winner was Anthony Props in that 98 machine. The 8 car of Scott Stotler bringing it home second. In third was Jonathan Cogswell. Fourth, Jason Babb. Fifth, Josh Oxendine. Sixth, Roger Pierce. Seventh was Blake Sperling. Eighth, Tyler Green. Ninth, Justin Hutchinson. 10th, Christian Hill, with Jack Dixon in 11th. 12th was Mason Campbell. 13th, Trevor Robertson. Zach Wheeler in 14th. 15th was Stephen Payne. And rounding out your field in 16th is that 17 car of Matt Johnson. And that is your official finishing order here tonight in the Finish Line Racing League here on Full Send Broadcast Network, presented by Babs Body Shop. For all your body shop needs, go to www.babsbodyshop.com. For Full Send Broadcast Network, I'm Jacob, signing off. We'll see you next week at Pocono.